for all time.
So, welcome to an evening of complete unorganized mess. My hand has been killing me, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do too much soon. So, I spent most of the day kind of working on a few things, trying to get a couple patron things wrapped up, and as well as on Monday, we're playing Warcry, me and my son, and I don't expect anybody to be in here, for crying out loud. You know, it's another one of those last minute things, but I just figured I'd turn it on because I'm trying to get these Splintered Fangs done for him, because that's who he wants to play. He can't play the two guys I painted in the box. So I've been working on Godzilla. We actually drove down and I bought a different type of primer for him, and that was kind of interesting, so I'll show him as well because we got the multiple cameras. And then I finished up some of the scenery for Warcry, and I've been working on these Splitter Fangs, as well as I want to get some of the trains done. My hat will stay on. And like I said, I don't expect anybody to watch this. So I just, you know, it's just kind of a hangout thing, and I'm just doing my thing, because that's what I do. Let's see, why don't we go down to the table, and I'll show you where I am with these guys. Very interesting grouping of creatures. I lost one of the hands of one of the guys. I spray painted the trains. I've actually got to paint those. I've got to go over those with some new oil. I took and added some water into the fountains for the thing, because I felt they needed water. You know, just to add a little cool effect there. I'm actually looking forward to this. Playing him. The game's really, really good, but they're supposed to look like this, and that's what we're working towards. So I at least want to get them halfway decent, so at least, you know, they look good on Monday, because God knows that we can't do anything unless we so forth and so on. And right now I'm just trying to do the bronze, so I'm using this layered bronze that I have, and I'm just going in and just doing all the bronze parts. So why don't we just continue on doing that. There's a few other things we're going to do and stuff like that, and I just figured while I was out here for a half hour or so, I'd just turn on the stream. and just talk about some of the things that are not coming up and are coming up. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm going to put down my head visor here so I can at least see what the heck I'm doing. And let's move the camera. Let's move this microphone this way, the camera that way, so I don't go off camera. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of just touching everything up before I do the wash over the top. I'm just kind of looking, see where I can just kind of add a little of this and a little of that. Just do that there. Kind of like these bottom things here. What I did was just spray paint these black, and then I just dry brushed them with lead belcher, and then I just started filling everything in from there. Just trying to get something quick on these guys because we play on Monday, and we were supposed to play tomorrow, but he's doing a 24-hour stream on Twitch. As a matter of fact, I'm keeping an eye. If somebody could just let me know that we're okay over on Twitch, I'd appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I can look myself if I had to. There. Do we have? Oh yeah, we got one person over there. That's cool. That's one more than I thought. All right, Zablik, what's up? Monster X, what's up? All right, so let's continue on here. Let's continue on. These snakes we'll deal with. This guy here, we're going to lighten him up at some point. Okay, wait a minute. I can't see myself. That's the problem. Keep looking up. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put this guy aside. Okay, now, all right, there we go. Now we're on track. Now we're on track. I'm going to cut this with a little water, too. I may have to go over it a couple of times. The hard part is just keeping up. Yeah, I just want to go in on this little belt area. I'm going to do the handles here. I'll do the outside there, just to break it up a little bit. Now, I haven't put any washes on these or anything. This is all just base color pretty much. Yeah, let's a little gear that he has here. I'll look up every once in a while. Forgive me if I miss anything that you guys might say. I'll come around for his ankle bracelet. He wants to be these guys because he's like fascinated with poison. Okay. So, there you go. That pretty much sums it up. And what he's going to do that's going to screw him up, like he always does, he focuses in on one thing instead of just worrying, well, if I hit them with this poison, it's going to mess you up. Well, yeah, of course it's going to mess me up. But you don't think that I realize that these guys have poison? But he's going to lock himself in, and then I'm going to beat the bejesus out of him. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. Oh, this stupid helmet. And then I'll show you what... it's just been one problem after another here. But I just want to get him done. He's excited about it, and I think this is something that we're going to play more than once. And this week, I want to get this in this week because we've got Aeronautica coming in, which I have tons of stuff for, and now that they have the Tau in, I really kind of want to get that to the table. I want to get the Mechanicus stuff to the table. Just a lot of different things I want to kind of get done before some of the season really. And then I've got 9,000 interviews this week. We also have, which I'm very excited about, is that we have it's RPG World week. So I got to fit that in. Then I got to make sure that on Thursday we have the guy from if I can remember half a thing here. We have the guy from Stellar. Wow, these guys are cool. From Stellar Horizon, the actual designer, which it was very nice of Bill to ask me to do, from Compass Games. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot. He's really a riot. You guys should really support his products. I mean, I know I do. I always will. Regardless. Alright. That's not too bad. Oh, let's add a little in the back here. Let me take a look here. What's up, Rob? How are you? Which Warcry faction will you be playing? I'm thinking of playing the golems right out of the box. I have a couple other that I wanted to paint. But of course, in order to get them to play, I promised them I'd get these done, and I got the whole set together. So, we're ready to go, but I think it really comes down to either I'm going to be the golems or the war beast there, the untamed beast, and I'm just not sure which one is going to be my liking. I'll probably just pick one at random. But I wanted to get the Stormcast done, or the undead, the unmade, or whatever the heck they call them. I was thinking of doing that, but that went by the wayside because I just don't think I'll get them done in time, to be honest with you. I would love to get them done, but I can always get them done for next time. And there's so much variance to this game. I mean, this game has a lot to really offer. We'll be taking a look at the Godzilla project too, while we're all together. All seven or six of us. Oh, there's 11 people watching? Holy cow. I didn't expect more than a couple, especially on a Saturday night. I mean, who wants to sit here and watch me paint? I don't even want to watch me paint. I get some of these, I pay good money for some of these brushes. Like this is a Master Touch, and yet sometimes they're just not that good. Depends which one you end up with. Sometimes you always have hairs coming out of them and stuff like that, and that's really irritating. Because I really try to remain precise to a degree. Yeah, I know. What am I talking about, right? Let me just tickle that. Alright, I'm happy with that for now. And then, like I said, I gotta tighten all these up. Gotta tighten these up. But like I said, I don't plan on being that long. I just figured I'd turn it on, just give an update. The biggest update I think I wanted to give really comes with this. Okay, where's the box cover? Hold on. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure I'm doing everything pretty close. Alright, so that goes in there. Alright, and then we're going to do... Okay, got it. Got it. I know what I'm doing. So anyways, this Dungeon Universal, or whatever the hell it's called. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not very impressed with this game at all. The rules are a mess. Okay? It wants to be so many different things, and I really commend it. I think it's good, but it is impossible to get through this rule book. I'm really struggling. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I put it off to next Sunday to give myself a week to really go through this. It was bad enough it took forever to get the cards ready. I mean, how do you put a game out that's incomplete like that? And yet, the game's beloved. And if anybody honestly just goes through this game and reviews this game, I just don't know how you can honestly say this is, you know, if I looked, I'm pretty disappointed that I bought it. I'll be honest with you. And I'm telling you guys, there is more wrong with it than there is right with it. It's a passion project. It's a very good passion project. I have to commend the people that made it, but it doesn't translate well. It's brutal to get through as far as the rule book. There's a ton of things that are going on that if you try to play it by yourself, you're going to struggle. And I'll tell you, I'm about to give up on it, and I think I wasted a lot of money on that thing. So I'm just telling you guys for your own good. Now, don't listen to me. Make your own opinion. I'm going to do everything I can to get this thing to the table, but I'll be honest with you. I've been very, very disappointed. Again, this isn't a knock on the game. I think for the right person, it works. But for me, I just think there's better dungeon crawlers out there. So that's why I have to apologize for being late as far as getting it up and running. I mean, the thing doesn't even have miniatures. I mean, it doesn't even have... It's definitely a throwback. But also, it's just very clunky. I'm extremely disappointed. And I was hoping for more. Especially since Dan Uzo made me buy it. Because you're saying, oh, this is the greatest game, you got to get it. And then, come to find out, he's having a harder time than I am. So, that's what I feel there. Man, I just can't find a brush that works today. This is ridiculous. It's just been one of those days. So I might stream something tomorrow. I know I've got a long week ahead of us. And we've got things that we want to try to accomplish. I'll try to do that. Forgive me, I'm looking. I'm always digging. Trying to find the right thing. But hey, that's what we do here. Okay. One of these will work. One of these will work. So, I mean, honestly, it's not something that's really standing out with me. And that's a shame because I was really looking forward to this game. And I just feel like there's something missing. Or I'm not getting something maybe. I even tried downloading the app, trying to finagle with that a little bit, and that was a struggle unto itself. I'm just taking bronze and touching all the areas that I want to make bronze. So, bear with me, of course. But, oh, let's, yeah, okay. I like that. I like that idea. Let's go up into the hilt. Just throw a little bit of different flair in there. I was just gonna sit and watch wrestling tapes, but my hand's been bothering me so much. I'm afraid that it's just gonna seize on me at any moment now, and then game over. So I figure I'd get done what I can while I can. And There you go. That's what I think. Alright, I'm just keeping my eye, seeing if anybody is chatting out there. And all I want to do is just kind of get these guys where I can start to do a little bit of highlighting. And it's got to be very. This is one of those times that you when you go to put a wash on, you can't just smother it on something. You've got to be very methodical in what you do. And that's exactly the train of thought that I have here. Is just be very methodical. And you know, everything comes into play. What's that? Are you getting surgery for your hand? We're gonna find out about that. Probably Monday I'll hear. There were a couple different options. They're just showing it to its specialist. And if I get surgery, I think, I'll be honest with you, I think the channel's over. Because your hand's never right again. And that'll be about it for me. I mean, it was a good run. But if I go into surgery, I don't think I come back. To be honest. So, we'll just see. I mean, I could barely hold on to things as it is. This one's funny. This one here. I lost that hand, so I've got to paint the hand. So I thought that was kind of funny, to be honest with you. I had to go digging through the trash, try to find it, because I didn't realize I didn't put it on. All right, let's get this on, and then we're going to do something a little different here. And because we definitely need to bring these guys out. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, see, here's some of those poison darts. Things he's all jacked up about. Oh, I've been reading online. Everybody likes these guys. I go, okay. You play with who you got to play with, kid. As long as we don't play with the Skaven, they're overpowered, I heard. Oh, that son of mine. That's why I beat him at war games, because he gets focused in on one tactic. He does not. He doesn't bend. You know? Somebody should go tell him I'm painting right now. I'm painting his guys. Because he's doing a 24-hour stream. What else is new? Kids always hustling. Let's see. It might be fine. Might be great for you. Well, you never know. Yeah, you never know. Or it just might be great that we call it quits. We had a great run. Oh. We'll see. Day at a time. Finally, Helen's Tabletop World. Let's just put a little love on these darts. There we go. Alright, so we put that down. Close that up. What did I miss here? Got that. Okay, cool. Now clean that off a little bit. Now we want to take a little bit of this. Well, you know what? After I put a little wash on there, I think I'll do it. Let's put that skin back on that dude's hand. If I can remember what I used. I know what I used, I just gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Rykarth flesh. Oh. You can't call it quits. Channel is too good. Oh, I can't do it forever. Can't do it forever. We'll see. Like I said, let's see how I feel. I mean, I've been going for, it's 5 years now. 2,600 videos. I mean, think about that. That's a little disturbing into its own right. It's a lot of videos, folks. That's a lot of videos. Okay, now that we found his hand. Hooray. And let's just get that in there. There we go. Let's see. There was something else I missed on this dude. Ah, I see it. I see it. I see it. Ugh, these damn. And these are the ones that pay good money for. Like you pay, you know, you get them on sale. You know, they're 50% off for 1 week only at a Hobby Lobby, and you go, oh my God, yeah, let me get this $5 brush for $2.50. And these are worse than the packages. Packages work out better. All right, and then into shoulder here, because I missed that. All right. All right, let's see. Did we miss anything else? Mr. Snakeface? All right, no. We're going to let him dry for a second. Then we're going to highlight all those snakes. What is the best and worst dungeon crawl you've played? Right now, the worst is this Dungeon Universal. To be honest with you, you draw a creature, you draw a witch, okay? You bring your witch out. Well, then you have to pull different cards to show what abilities it has, what this it has this, it has that. It really is so complicated to just control the monsters. Yeah, to just control 2 figures. There's so much. It almost tries to do too much. The best, Warhammer Quest and Dungeon Saga are a couple that I really, really enjoy. Hey, Kabook. How are you? So those two are probably a couple of the better ones that I've enjoyed. They just popped in my head right now. Now, I think, I'm always looking for something that's very classic. I want classic. And that's hard to come by, to be honest with you. Alright, so let's pull out some washes and we got to be very careful with our washes here. Very careful. What do I got here? Actually, I wonder if I should kind of do the bases first. Honestly, right now, I was thinking, let me just tighten these guys up a little bit more. put it all in. Yeah, there we go. Need a little Aggravath Earthshade. You know, that always brightens our day a little bit. And then we need a little. Well, that doesn't belong in there. This is how they're problems. Okay. And some New Oil. I'm gonna let that dry for a second before we go over some of that stuff. Let's take a look at some of these train cars. Actually, I could work on some of these train cars. These are the ones from Godzilla. Now, let me show you what I did with the big fella. Let's go over to our other. There we go. Our other camera. All right, I gotta move this keyboard. It's just a complete mess here. I've got like 50 things that I'm trying to learn and everything else. Things are starting to pick up. First of all, let's look over here. All right, so we've got Shadow Killforth that we might do tomorrow. We have another dungeon game that I ran into. We also have Gloom. We've got Warcry. We've got You're Divided, which is on the other side of that keyboard. Just a ton of stuff that's going on here. You know, always something going on. I have Saga, need to play it. Bought it because of your channel. Shadows of Brimstone brought me to your channel and still on of my faves. Well, thank you, bro. Alter Quest should be an awesome dungeon crawl. Yeah, I can't judge it until I get it. Or if I get it, I'm going to have to try to get it secondhand. All right, so as you can see, he's a lot different than you saw him yesterday. So I went and I got some Tomoya paints today. Let's bring this up a little bit. I wanted to get him prepped up so we can do a little paint job on him. All right, big fella, you gotta stay focused. First of all, look up here. Look up here. I'm going to zoom right in here, okay? Yeah, I know, this is a mess. What can I tell you? She's already has Christmas presents for people. Those are wrapped Christmas presents. Those are wrapped Christmas presents. What person wraps Christmas presents a week after Christmas? I'll tell you. You see that Kohl's box? Full of Christmas presents. For Christmas. It's like 1,000 years from now. All right, let's talk about Godzilla. Hey, we pull back the curtain and then some. All right, look at the big boy. All right, so he's a darker gray now. Okay, so I primed him very, very dark. I'm still not happy with this. I've got to figure out what I want to do, whether I want to go over it with a wash or not. Also, we reprimed his base. So, as you can see, it's a lighter gray than he is. I still want him a bit darker, and then I'm going to work him outwards a bit. So, where we filled in that seam, as you can see, I sprayed over it. And then we're going to work on the tank, and we're going to work on these buildings. These buildings are not going to stay gray. I'm going to fill this in a little bit. I want the base to really shine for the big fella. But him, I'm almost happy with him, with his color, his coloring. Let's compare. Whoa. What did I do here? Oh, I shut off the other light. Oh, come on. Ugh. Everything's got to be trauma here. What do I want to compare him to? Well, I mean, if I compare him to this color, I mean, I'm pretty close. You know? And that's kind of what we want for the original color. It's just, we're going to work his mouth, his facial structure. When after that's painted, that's going to sell the rest of him. I do think we can kind of. The fins are going to be real important. His face is going to be important. That's what's going to sell him. That's what's going to attract everybody. So Do you save money if you buy it during after Christmas sales? Pretty good idea, actually. Yeah, she saves a ton of money. That woman has squeezed anything. What up, Mo? Baby G with Big G. Yeah, I'm just trying to compare how I darkened up the skin, compared to everything, and I'm almost where I want it, and I feel pretty comfortable with it, where we can go live and we can start working on him and really bringing him out. That's exactly what I want to kind of do. All right, so that's the update on Big G. Let's go back down to our table, where it's Saturday night. I'm bored. And plus, I got to get this done because God knows my son. Oh, Dad, you didn't paint the guys? I studied them for the entire time, and well, I really had a game plan. I think you did it on purpose, And then he has every excuse in the world if he loses. I can't have that. I can't have that. Not in my house. You get beat, kid. You get beat. If I lose, I lose. All right, one of the things that we do want to do before we start darkening these dudes up is kind of work here. All right. Mo, how are you? I get really a chance to talk to you all day. Nate got a hold of me. He got that box and he was quite happy. I sent him something that he really, really wanted, so I was happy about that. If you guys don't know who Nate Rogers is, shame on you. Go over to the Gimpy Gamer. Probably one of the better people in the business, along with my good friend Mo. But you only learn that through experience. That's why I can tell you that much. And I'll tell you, for me, June has been a good month. It's had its ups and downs, but I think there's been more positives that came out of it than there were negatives. The mighty Gimpy Gamer. Yes. I'll tell you, salted the earth. Just like Mo. All wisecracking aside. All wisecracking aside. I'm very proud to call them my friends. And I look forward to getting to know them better as time goes by. But that's what we have. Time. Like the end of the time machine. He has all the time in the world. All the time in the world. Okay. Without looking on the internet. Kabuki, who don't you follow? Let's be honest. Watch. You unsubscribe. Gimpy's good Peter, a brother Marine. There you go. Both have served our country. Should be very proud of that. I know I've done my time. I don't talk much about it. But see how I want to darken that up? It's going to look that much better on the thing. I'm here for the long haul. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my G. We got a lot of interesting things coming this week. It's going to be one of the better weeks on the channel, so I'm really excited about it. Of course, we have the RL coming in on Monday afternoon, and then we're going to announce our next bunch of things in the evening, a WizKid thing, so you guys know what's going on. Let's see. What service, Rob? I was in the Army, and I still currently serve our military. I still currently serve the Army. In a way that I cannot talk about. So let's just leave it at that. You guys know that. Come on now. Alright, so anyways. Here's the question I had for you guys. And don't look on the internet and don't cheat. Don't cheat. Do not cheat. Rob, I did pre-order Pacific Tide reprint from Compass. That's cool, dude. That's real cool. All good times here. Was in the Navy Persian Gulf War. Vet. Alright. Alright, Zeb. Rob's an army doggy. Buddies with 2 jarheads. Hey. We're all brothers in service. We're all brothers. Except for the Navy. Not a fan of the Navy. But you know why. Every December. My family doesn't even talk to me that day. Because I sit in front of that TV. Army Navy game, baby. Oh, so the question that I had for everybody, okay. Can you name every giant monster movie? How many monster movies can you name? How many monster movies, big monsters, like Godzilla, that came out in the 50s? Can you name them? Can you tell me? Can you name off a few? Because I pretty much know them, okay? Only because I saw a video. But don't cheat. Don't go on the internet. Don't cheat. Now I'm just going to take some Agrath Earthshade here. I really should. You see, that's a little too dark. But alright, let's go with it. I wonder if I should just go with a Reichland Flesh Shade. Yeah, you know what? Not often I go away from the Agrath. But today's that day. Today's that day. So, before you start flinging them out, hold on, let me just turn around here. There we go. Flesh Shade. Alright, let's see. Mighty Joe Young. No, not 1950. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman counts. Yes. So that's one. Somebody keep count. Them. Yes. Counts. Let's see. How old is Gamera? Gamera does not count. No. Them. Mighty Joe Young. No. The Blob. No. That's not. Nope. Creature of Black Lagoon? No. I'm talking big. Blob does get big, yes, true. But no. He does not qualify. Alright, I'm going to give you another hint. 20,000. 20,000. Okay, this isn't helping anybody, is it? If you got the 50-foot woman, okay, because she counts, what was the counterpart to that? And I know Kabuki knows this one. Come on now. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Incorrect. Not a monster movie. Oh boy. You guys are really struggling here. This is very I thought this was a smart group tonight. I thought Saturday nights were smart groups. I don't know. And Kabuki's here too. 20,000 BC? Nope. All right, I'm going to give you a couple. I believe it's the giant monster movies aren't something I'm really, but it's 50 sci-fi. I figured you would be down with that though. So we got them, right? How about Earths versus Spiders? Now Mo was on fire. I thought Mo would be firing him off. Okay. Oh, don't start with this King Kong thing. So you got Godzilla. You have Godzilla Raids Again, 1954. Okay. 1954 and 1955. Then you have Earth versus Spiders. Okay. Yeah, Harryhausen. There you go. Harryhausen movies. Sorry, I got a phone call. Okay, there you go. See, you got out of it, Mo. That nice way to work your way out of that one. All right, the Colossal Man. Okay. What decade was the giant? That was them. We already named that one. Then there was oh God. What was the other? The Leech, the giant Attack of the Giant Leech. Okay, that was a big monster movie. Beast from 20,000 Phantoms. That's what I was looking for. It Came from Under the Sea. All right. How about the one that came and fought the elephant? I'm going to see if anybody can name that one. Another Harryhausen movie. War of the Cyclops. Very good. Them was in the 50s. That's what I said, 50s. Sinbad was 1961, I believe. Sinbad was not in the 50s. All right. I'm going to move this around a little bit. All right, there we go. Was there some sort of crab, dude? The Crawling Eye. Well, all right, I'll give you that one. It Came from the Sea. Yep, thank you. Another Harry. How about the one that came from Mars? Do you guys remember the one? He was small and then he grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and he fought in the Roman Colosseum. Can anybody name that movie? Another Ray Harryhausen genius movie. Wasn't that Harry? Everything's Harry, wasn't it? Attack of the Tarantula. The Return of the Colossus. Okay. Vargon. That was a 50s movie. Gorgo was 1960 something, so that doesn't count. Mothra was in the 60s. So that don't count. Let's see. There was Vargon, which was another Japanese monster. Varan. V-A-R-A-N, I believe. Million Miles to Earth. Thank you, Zeblik. I've never seen Jason and the Argonauts. Oh my God, dude. Come on now. That's a must-see. If you're doing anything, it's Saturday night, you're watching this. Let me tell you something. When I'm done in a little while, you need to get off and you need to go watch that movie. Jason and the Argonauts is awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It was 20 million miles to Earth, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. Does the one with Gore count? No, that's not a giant monster. Even though, I'll tell you right now, probably one of the greatest science fiction movies ever made. And that one is called, of course, hold on. Rodan. Yes, Rodan was it was a 50s monster. Congratulations. You got another one there. Nice job, Zeblik. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I'm sorry, I forgot to answer that. That with Gort. Gort. Kleatu, Baratu, Nektu. Come on, who cannot forget that? And it was with the mom from the Waltons. She was kind of attractive though in that movie. I was like, damn girl. I don't see you as Mama Walton anymore. And the guy was so greedy. The guy she was like, she was going to marry. But she was hung up on that space dude. There's no doubt about it. But that dude, guy was so cool. He was just so cool. He actually, the alien in The Day the Earth Stood Still. Okay, you guys are not going to remember this. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this because I'm that kind of guy. Because I like giving you some useless trivia. He actually was in Lost in Space. He actually played a villain, not so much a villain, but I think he was the zookeeper. He played in Lost in Space. He always played like these really cool, majestic type of aliens. My boy. Seven Samurai is great. There you go. I have to watch. I need to watch Seven Samurai too. Oh, dude, how can you not watch that? Come on now. See, I always have something in my head, Kabook. Maybe sitting here painting, trying to get this ridiculous army done. Because I know he's going to come at me if I don't get it done. Oh, Dad, come on. Come on, Dad. How are we supposed to play? And this is like a serious grudge match. I mean, this is for like pride, and all those other things that pop into my little head here. I can't let him beat me. I mean, can you imagine what I would have to hear for a while there from that young man? No, we're not letting that happen. I'm going to pound him like I used to when he was a small kid. Never let him win. Never let him win. And you know something? He always remembers that. Jonathan Clay, what's up? I just painted my very first mini with my family. We all painted our custom D&D figures. That's cool. That's cool. I'm actually going to take this headset off because it's giving me a headache. Alright, so with the snake dude, I want to do this. I want to come in here with a little bit of that. I want to use a new oil for his skin so I can bring him back. I got a little bit too much in there, but that's alright. I can move it around. Move it in here. There we go. And I'm not worried about getting it on the snake or anything like that because we're going to be taking care of our friend the snake. Whoa, see, his hands are just no good. No good. Oh boy. Alright, so now that we took care of the 50s, okay. If we had to rank the greatest science fiction movie of all time, what would it be? Science fiction from any era. I'd be interested to hear what people say, because this is often wonder. You know, do you go for the more thinky type of sci-fi, or are you an action sci-fi dude? You know, what do you define? All right, you know, some people say, oh well, Star Wars. 2001: A Space Odyssey, very, very deep. Alien, very, very good. Back to the Future, easy. Does the invisible monster in Forbidden Planet count? No, because he was actually a figment of the dude's imagination. He was actually, remember, he kept on hooking himself up. You know, Forbidden Planet was a very expensive movie. Day the Earth Stood Still is another great one. See, I gotta put. I didn't see Interstellar. Is it good? For me, it's you know, right now you guys are throwing out the ones that I'm really thinking about here. Okay, when I think of the greatest sci-fi movies, I've got to go 2001: A Space Odyssey, even though that was a massive head trip. But you know what really makes that movie even better? And I don't know how many people agree or disagree with this, but for me, okay, a real standout moment is, what was it? 2010. Was it 2010? The Black Hole, Blade Runner, another good one. Dune. You have to count that in the top. Serenity. Okay. Interstellar. I gotta see that. I have to see that. I'm not gonna throw it out, but it's a must see for me. And until I see it, I cannot pass that judgment on it. All right, so the one with Roy Shire, yeah, 2010. That really kind of, if you don't get 2001 and you look at it and it makes your head hurt. 2010 really just kind of simplifies everything and really does a fantastic job. Kel Duller was back in it again, and he looked like he didn't age a day, which was just amazing because he kept himself in phenomenal shape. You gotta remember that movie was almost made like 20 years after 2001. I really think it ties it together very, very. Yeah, Roy Scheider. Yeah, I really think it's underrated. Never seems to air on cable. I've seen it a couple. I own it, so I'll throw it in every once in a while. And for me, it really hits home. It really hits home. I mean, can you imagine? You know, the one part that always gets me is he's getting ready to leave, and he's got to go on this mission to find out what happened to the other ship. And the only way they can get there is by hitching a ride with the Russians, right? Terminator, another great one. Another great one. But if you had to think, now, let's really think about this, okay? Let's think about this as a group here, since we're letting things dry a little bit here, okay? Let's really think about this as a group. Because nobody's going to watch this back. And if they do, I'd be amazed. Oh, come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. You can't hog up all the camera all the time. Yeah, that painting that is going to be the highlight of my week next week. I think because, like I said, with my uncle passing, and how much that particular model means to me, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Matrix was great, yeah, but do you consider it great all time? If you had to go and leave, if you had to basically just say, hey, listen, I'm taking 3 science fiction movies with me. Sorry about your own. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a long time. It's 15 years. But, you don't forget. You never forget. Never forget the people around you. If you think about them at least once a week, or when you can, they always stay alive if you keep them in your heart. War of the Worlds, the original War of Worlds, yeah. Time Machine. So you got to take 3 movies with you. What movies are you taking with me? Now that's hard, because if you really think about it, okay. Now Time Machine is very dear to me. Godzilla is very dear to me. I've Planet. I was just about to say Planet of the Apes. That the very first, second, third one was kind of Incredible. Shrinking Man was a great one. Star Wars. I could understand somebody saying Star Wars, okay, but for me, it's science fiction, but it almost seems like it's so much more. Wrath of Khan, another great one. Starship Troopers. I mean, honestly, really a good movie. Nothing like the book, but it was so different from the book, it really becomes this amazing thing. Beast from 20,000... Downriver Rick kicking in there. Nice, thank you. Oh my God. Cover up the Christmas stuff. Oh, oh, Bella Sophia stuck her nose in. I did cover it. I was just talking about how you wrap everything. Logan's Run was another good one. But that movie kind of, if you watch it back now, it's kind of dated. The What about the one with Bruce Dern, where he's on the spaceship and it's left to a bunch of guys to guard the last remaining pieces of Earth, and they have all nature. And Bruce Dern was this like he was oh God, what the heck, man? Oh, Silent Running. Was it Silent Running? I think I'm right. Predator is amazing. Enemy Mine. Yeah, Silent Running. So he's out there, and then these guys just start losing their minds and stuff like that. And his friends are the robots, and nobody understands him because he's so out there and everything like that. And they start blowing up the remainder of the Earth. And finally, he kills his entire crew, and it's just him and the robots. And he realizes that, he can't survive without human without other humans. But they were destroying the last remnants of Earth. So he takes his little robots and he puts them on, and he says, take care of the garden, take care of the garden. And he blasts the gardens off, and then he blows up the ship. And it's just, it's such a smart film. It really is. Moon is a great recent one. I've got to see that one. Fifth Element, yeah, you can count. You can count that. Hi Rob, I love your channel. Wannabe, thank you so much. It means a lot. Sorry for all these movies remind me of some famous quotes. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we're here. So I'm letting this dry for a little bit here, and then what we're going to do is we're kind of start bringing some things out. That's what we do. Gotta let that wash dry though, and then what I'll do is tighten it up. The thing from outer space. You know something. The movie that was the movie that I believe that whatchamacallit was based on. See, I would show clips. I could show clips. A Thing from Another World with James Arness. And you want to know something? If you want to talk about great movies, the original Thing was great. The Howard Hawks movie, okay, which was unbelievable. But the Thing with Kurt Russell was just as good. It's very rare that you see somebody make a remake who says, no, I want to make it more like the book. Where the Howard Hawk one was more friendly, because I don't think people in the 50s would have understood that. John Carpenter's Thing is very, very good. Very good. But, if you got to put a top 5, I mean, what do you do? I mean, for me, because it's very much a political piece and very, very personal, I've got to put Godzilla in my top 5. I've got to put The Day the Earth Stood Still in my top 5. I got to put... Jeez. How do you keep out Soylent Green? How do you keep out Omega Man? How do you keep out They Live? Very good. Good call. How do I keep out Dune? Now, do you go Dune, or do you go when Sci-Fi Network was actually Sci-Fi Network, the miniseries Dune, which was very good? Do you keep that out? Avatar, nothing wrong with that. I was just watching 4 Against Darkness live stream yesterday as a video. Well, thank you. We're going to be doing 4 Against Mars very soon. It's so tough. Waiting for the new Dune. Yeah, does that set the bar? So I think I throw Dune out. I'm going to throw Dune out. Boy, I got to put Thing, and I got to put, when I say the Thing from Another World / Thing. I think they could fit in the top 5. Boy, I'll tell you. You know, when you really start thinking about this, this is tough. This is tough. Gargo was good. That was What about Quartermaster in the Pit? How do you leave that out? Predator was awesome. How do you leave it? How do you leave that out? It's hard. Invasion of Body Snatchers. Which one? Which one? Because there were a couple that were really good. Total Recall. Boy, you know, this is hard. I like the lead of Battle Angel. I gotta check that out. What about the live action Attack on Titan? That was pretty disturbing. I think that was more horror than science fiction. Flash Gordon. You know, when you think of Flash Gordon, first of all, Flash Gordon is a cult movie through and through. Through and through. A great cult movie at that. Okay. But do you go jeez. Do you go Snowpiercer? Tron? Yeah, there's another one. The old serial Flash Gordon. I remember watching those every Saturday when I went to the movies. I used to have a little 99-cent movie. We used to take the bus into town. Me and a couple kids. We had cut lawns or shoveled driveways or whatever, and we would have like $1.50 on us, and it was 20 cents to get the bus into town. It was 50 cents for the movie. Okay, and then no, was it 99 cents? No, it was 50 cents. And then you had like 75 cents, and you could add like hot dogs and candy and soda until you turned blue. It was a dime for a Coke. A dime. And that was kind of hard buying that. You're like, oh god, a dime. The Fly, the original Fly 2. But that's a horror movie. I don't know. That one kind of walks the line. Close Encounters, great movie. Good call. Good call. Close Encounters. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these. You can't go wrong with any of these. All right, we're going to let's go back down to the table for a bit. For a little bit longer, folks. Nice hour or so hanging out with you guys while I'm getting my junk ready. Because God knows, gotta have it right for the kid. Alright, so They Lived freaked me out. I thought They Live was great. Underrated. Roddy Piper. God, I miss him. I'm going to take some Necron Compound, and I'm going to just kind of try to bring out some of the silver I want to bring out. I want to be very careful with this because you don't want to get it all over the place. Ooh, 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 ooh. But this really does a nice job, this dry paint. John Carpenter put out some great movies. Escape from New York. We can't forget Big Trouble in Little China. And just great movies. It's not. No, it's not. But it is a great John Carpenter movie. It is a great John Carpenter movie. All right, I just kind of want to, like right in the helmet here. I want to really liven that up a little bit. All right, in there, towards the end of the sword here. Just little things, just little nuances. All right, that's one. Whoa, buddy, come on, slow up. I'll come over here. and just kind of just hit over that metallic stuff. And he's got his little leg guards here. I want to keep a little bit of this green because it acts like a poison. Come into the helmet here. It just adds a little bit of life here. There we go. And then right in here, just, you know, you're just kind of making that armor really stand out. There we go. Put you over there. And that's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. What else are we saying? Is it cheaper to buy pre-painted minis or paint your own? Oh, it's way cheaper to paint your own. Trust me. Trust me. People will charge you an arm and a leg. I almost am embarrassed at times of what people try to get to have their minis painted. They really overcharge, I think. And sometimes the work isn't that good. You know, you can get unsatisfied. That's why I just don't sell my work. I really don't. Number one, I never feel it's good enough. Let me get a little bit more of that juice on here. Flight and that Rocketeer. Nah, that's not a sci-fi movie, but boy, that's a good movie. That was a great Disney movie. The Black Hole, you know, it was interesting. I was fascinated with the ship. It was Disney's answer to Star Wars, and it was a bad answer to it. Rocketeer is very underrated. Very, very underrated. I love that movie. I love that movie. As a matter of fact, it's one of my daughter's favorites. My daughter Kate. Only because I used to make her watch it like a million times as a kid. These poor kids, I put them through everything. It was just like I wanted to educate them in all the things that were important, you know, that I grew up with. You know, the Outer Limits, Twilight Zones, you know, all these things. You know, I made them all watch. They hate me for it now. Alright, let's do a little bit of that. I like the little green hue because it makes it look like they have poison on there. Over the face mask a little bit, bring that out. There we go. Whoa, come on, dude. I don't want to hit the end here. Love Spielberg, amazing stories. That was very good. Very good. Can't forget Outer Limits. You can't forget. Geez, there were just so many. There were just so many good shows, and now there's nothing. There's nothing anymore. But, you know, I guess people thought the same thing when it was my age. There's nothing good on TV. Turn on Madlock. It was David Heath on the phone. Had to take... Oh, okay. I'm reading the doggone thing. Hopefully there wasn't more drama. Oh, man. These guys look cool, though. I really like these guys. Gonna get a little more juice on here. There's a new Ghost Rider. Ooh. Now it's all just, you know, rehashed superhero movies. And, you know, they're not even doing the stories right. I mean, I wouldn't mind. But everybody's going to get tired of all these superhero movies. I mean, it's a fad right now. Everything dies. We just need just some good old story. Somebody tell a good story. Tell a good story. Tell me a good story. I want to hear a good story. I'm just hitting this very, very lightly. Just around the edges. A little bit on the sword. Through the back piece here. Through the helmet. Through there. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. It's all about how you sell it, folks. How you sell it. Here we go. Rob, do you think GW will do a new Warhammer Quest style board game next year? Nah, I mean after this one that they just did, I don't foresee it. I see them maybe going in another direction. And I keep on thinking, you know, Battlefleet Gothic, to be honest with you. I think that's the next type of thing. You know, we'll have to see, to be honest with you. But, you know, I'm very thrilled with what they've done. I mean, I think they've done a great job. And you're going to see, you know, you're going to see a really good, you know, if you guys want to sit and watch something, GW, and you're curious about it, I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to watch me and the kid on Monday. Because I'm telling you right now, this is a great game. You guys are really, really going to enjoy it. I think you'll really enjoy what we got planned for you. And I know he's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. We were supposed to do it tomorrow, but he's right now doing a 24-hour stream. So, you know, we'll cut him a little slack. We'll cut the kid a little slack. Just a little bit. Alright. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, dink, dink. We gotta brighten up these snakes, too. Gotta brighten up those snakes. Clockwork Orange. Yeah, that's I'll tell you. If that isn't a game that... a movie that is so out there, but yet you can't take your eyes off of it. Now people do have a lot of problems with some of the scenes in there. And I understand. But if you don't see how it equates to today and how things are, then you're missing the message. You're missing the message. Alright, we got a snake with a mouth, and I want to get a little dab of that in there. That's all I need is a little dab. So, hopefully, there we go. I hate snakes. Alright, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So now, I know I got a smaller, yeah, this'll do. This'll do. Alright, don't need that. I need this. And it's a Skarnic green, which is hopefully perfect enough for what I need. Ready Player One? Not a fan. Yeah, I hate snakes and I live in Florida. Yeah. Thanks, hon. Yeah, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Queen wants, Queen gets. So now we're just gonna I just want to highlight this, bring this out. Just give it a little bit of flair. I don't know if that does it, or should I go with a moot green? Yeah, it's almost like it's, well, I mean, this will be good for the snakes. especially when you start highlighting them, you kind of want to. Yeah. Oh, I hate snakes. Why is it always got to be snakes? Probably the greatest line in movie history. Why is it always got to be snakes? Why is it always got to be snakes? Great thing about this is you don't, because of all the ridges, you really don't have to do much. You just take a little bit of paint and you just let your brush, if you just hit it very lightly like I'm doing here, just let it do all the work. You don't have to do a thing. You look like a genius when you're done. Like, wow, that's a great snake. Thank you. He'll be here all this week. Space Hunter, Adventures. Oh, what about Buckaroo Banzai? Wasn't he like a nuclear physicist? And a matter of fact, I am interviewing Buckaroo Banzai this Thursday. You're going to want to stick with me. He's a rock and roll star nuclear physicist. And that's Andrew Rayner. Stay tuned for that interview. That ought to be a barn burner. You guys know me. I don't hold back. RoboCop was pretty genius. RoboCop was a good movie. RoboCop was an excellent movie. Excellent. What time is it? 9:06? Okay. We're going to go a little bit longer here. Not bad. I did an hour and a half today, folks. Hour and a half. What did we talk about? What did we get done? I don't know. Does it matter? Did you learn anything? No. You just learned that it's impossible to come up with the top greatest sci-fi movies of all time. And you learned that the Queen buys presents early. So if you were expecting a Christmas present from the Queen, just know that she's probably already bought it for you. So you don't have to tell her anything that you want for Christmas because she's already figured it out. That's the Queen. That is the Queen. The Queen of all reality. Well, my reality at least. You see what we're doing here? The Truman Show. Truman Show was an amazing movie. I don't know why that doesn't get more, more love. I mean, think about that. Think about how great that movie is. And the performance that Jim Carrey put in. I mean, I thought that was just top notch. Top notch. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Then we got his pals here. That's easy. They're just snakes. We don't have to go crazy with them. I was going to throw a couple black ones in there, but nah. They're snakes. Snakes. Okay, that's done. I'm not sold on this color yet, but I guess I'm going to have to be. Pitch Black was a good movie. Let's see, what else? Species was good. Tremors was even better. Guess you picked the wrong goddamn rec room to break into. Reba McEntire. She was so good in that. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go with that color. Okay. Probably tip that off with a little moot green. Okay, hold on. Alright, at least if I don't finish these guys, they at least look decent enough for camera, you know? And he can't complain. I mean, they got their fighting shoes on, right? There we go. Just trying to brush over this a little bit. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Looper was a bit overlooked, I agree. How do you balance video game time with board game time? Well, when you get tired of board games, you turn on your video games. That's what I'm going to do when I'm done here. I'm going to go into the living room and put my shorties on. And I'm going to turn on my video game machine, my Xbox. I think I'm going to play a little 7 Days to Die. I'm just in a mood for just trying to figure out a little survival. So that might just fit perfectly for me today. Alright. The boy cannot complain about this army one bit. This was a rush job to get done for Monday. If he does complain, though, I want you guys to let him have it on Monday. I am in the middle of Death Stranded. That is one of the freakiest sci-fi stories. Yeah, you know, I got that. I just haven't even cracked it open yet. I mean, I just don't have any time to myself. I've got to make time. There we go. Not bad. Again, I always one of the best feelings that you can ever have is when he comes over and he goes, "Oh, Dad, that looks cool. Come on, let's play." And he gets all excited, and you feel, you know, having your son's validation is very important. All right, put that there, and let's do. Alright. Nothing like a whatever stream, right? Just when you expect fastballs from me, you get some curveballs. Alright. Not bad, I'm happy with this. Alright. I'll do some basing and stuff like that. Let's take a look. You guys can see. That's good enough, right? Mad Max. How did we forget Mad Max? 12 Monkeys. The Original Village of the Damned. Solaris. Yeah, these are all great movies. How did we forget these? Holy moly. Cajoli. I mean, really. How did we forget these? How did this happen? Alright. The Martian. Another good one. Alright. The Original Road Warrior. All right, so you know, thanks for keeping me company. I mean, I thought this was a lot of fun. How long? How long have we been on? 90 minutes exactly. 90 minutes. I pretty much got these guys where I needed to get them. I'm gonna tighten up the bases, and then I'll figure out what to do with those from there, and then it'll be ready for him to play. And that's the most important thing. I just want to make sure that it looks nice for him. That'll make me happy. Now tomorrow, maybe some Gloom of Killforth, maybe some Europe Divided. I was thinking Red Menace, Gloom or Shadow of Killforth. I haven't decided what I want to do. Old school hangout stream. There you go. That's what I like to do. I'm gonna put some of those just in there for now because I know I'm gonna need them later on. This table's a mess. Right? Right? Because you're taking up half the table. Rob, D&D Adventures or Descent 2nd Edition? Let me think. Yeah, he'll change his mind. He wants another faction. That's why I got 3 factions. I still have like 2 other factions I have to paint. But the main game's painted. You could do anything from there. Yeah, he'll hate it. Oh, these guys. These guys aren't that good. These guys aren't that good. What am I missing here? Yeah, a little moot green really hit home. And then, yeah, a little this, a little that. I got a few touch-ups. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'd say that Blade Runner 2049 was the best sci-fi I have seen in ages. I gotta check that one out. I haven't seen that one yet. Yes, do that topic next time, Rob. Okay, I could do that next. Top 10 war movies or horror movies. Well, if we go horror movies, we're going into a rabbit hole. Because then we got to talk about Hammer movies. We got to talk about, all kinds of stuff. And we do that. Here we go. Oh, you have the hots for Ryan Gosling. Who? No, I don't. Really, I don't. Well, that helps too. Oh, that's Kabuki. Well, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that we could start pulling out. But we're not going to do it now. We're going to save it for next time. Yeah, Shining. All right. Another fun stream. A bunch of good people just hanging out. Smash that like button like there was no tomorrow. If you are not subscribed, subscribe. Subscribe. Superman, the original. Or Superman, the TV show, when the little mole people. That was scary in black and white, dude. I don't care what you say. It scared the heck out of me. But I was a kid, I was a kid. Alright, listen. I love you all. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? If you haven't subscribe if you haven't. Rob's channel is awesome. There you go. Steve Reeves? No, it wasn't Steve. Was it Steve Reeves? George Reeves. Yeah, yeah, George Reeves. You threw me for a loop there. I'm thinking of George Roger. Con. The original Superman. The original Superman was so awesome. When he was on I Love Lucy, that was another great one. All right, listen. I could stand here. I could talk to you guys all night. You know that. You know that. But I'm going to go spend some time with the Queen. Listen, thanks for keeping me company while we got these guys right where we need to get them. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, tomorrow, I'll just tighten things up. And I'll be back on maybe tomorrow. Who knows? You never know. All right? It was nice just doing something a little different on a Saturday night. All right. Listen. I love you all. You know that. Be good. Be kind to one another. All right? And as always, have a great night. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob, okay, saying we will see you soon. Night, everybody.